Would you say that setting it up with the discovery, in a sense, qualifies
You can't do
every
anything.
party?
You can't. I don't care if you're teaching selling and you don't do discovery, you're crazy. Because you have to talk their language. Now, see, the one thing that we've done to differentiate ourselves at Delta Point, and this is one of the things that I think has made us so successful. There's a lot of people that will teach you how to sell. Charlie Brandon will teach you how to sell. Paul Cherry, who I love, he wrote a great book. He wrote the best questioning book ever called Questions That Sell. He lives in Wilmington. He's a great guy. They'll teach you how to sell, but they teach you generically. What we say is, we're going to teach you how to sell your product. So I'm going to learn your product. I'm going to learn your sales force. And when I teach you how to open the call to generate interest, I'm going to give you the openers that make me want to listen, that are germane to your product, that lead to the product discussion you want to have. Then I'm going to give you the questions to ask. Then I'm going to tell you how to tell the story. Then I'm going to tell you how to respond to the objections. Then I'm going to tell you how to close the call for your product. And no one else in America will do that.
And it makes so much sense culturally, because there's 192 countries, there's thousands upon thousands of ethoses or belief systems, that if it isn't done necessarily like that, no one in the world, from a physical standpoint, could guarantee success.
Plus, you differentiate yourself because nobody else has got the guts to do it.
100%.
Nobody else is saying, I give you a simple example. I was, early in my career, I had convinced the people at a major pharmaceutical company that they needed me to actually create their playbook for their launch. In other words, how do you open the call? And we don't give them scripts. We give them ideas. Here's 12 good openers. Here's 10 good questions. And you got to understand, salespeople that we're dealing with in any industry are really smart, and so they can determine whether this question, this opening would work for them. They can massage it and use their own, because I tell everybody, I'm not trying to turn everybody into me. I'm trying for you to be your best you. I'm just trying to give you some ideas that I know will generate the conversations that you want to have.
The language necessary to succeed, it sounds like.
But for that product.
For that product.
And so anyway, the training department of this company calls me and says, well, we've already hired this guy to teach questioning, and we think your stuff is duplicative. So the only way that we're going to hire you is if he tells us that we should hire you. So their vendor has to tell them to hire me. Now, this is 2002.
Okay.
So you got to call him and tell him what you're going to do and see whether they should hire you. So what's the first thing I do?
Look for someone that you both know?
I read his book.
Okay. Yes.
You ever see the movie Patton?
No, I haven't.
Patton went to VMI. He went to 1 year and then he went to West Point. But at one point in time, when he beat Rommel, who was the great tank commander, he said, "Rommel, I read your damn book." So I read this guy's book.